Alright, hey everybody, it's Saf here. It is 2:52 a.m. in the morning, and y'all want to know about my project. Good for you. That's not how I'd be spending my Friday night, but whatever y'all want to do. So, what we're gonna be showing y'all today is our Notepad project, and Sabrine can explain it, and then I'll present the code to you and show you a little demo for it.
The following GUI Java program creates and formats a notepad. The user can add text to the text area of the notepad, they can clear the text area, they can save the contents of the text area to a specified file, they can load said file, the contents of said file, to the text area. Also, when they click the quit button, the program will prompt them with a question asking if they would like to save the text of the text area to a specified file. If they click yes, the program will do so. If they click no, the program will end and the notepad will close.
It to a file and loading the contents of a file to the text area. Team members that we had were Sabrina and I. We're both juniors, computer science majors. I'm interested in becoming a video game developer, while Sabrine is trying to become a software developer. Features that we have is that our code is able to take input from a user and insert it into a main text field. The GUI has a save button that is used to save the text field into a hardcode text file, a load button that prints file contents onto the text field, a new button that clears text field of contents, and a quit button that will ask the user if they want to save and then proceed to close the application. Assignments that we had were that I made the clear pad method and the exit file method. Sabrine had made the open file and save file method, and the team had collectively worked on the video and the rest of the code. Difficulties that we ran into were getting files to space out words, and at first that was a problem, but then we realized if we just used the has next line instead of adding a extra string, that actually fixed our problem, and we got the words to get spaced out when it was printed out into the text box. Other than that, we didn't have many obstacles. The code was kind of time consuming because of so many events and listeners. And future improvements that we definitely could see is maybe having like a combo drop down box that would let the user choose different files, or a better idea would be create the ability to import other files other than hardcode text, so like any file in our system would be able to be loaded into this text box. And let's just get into the code.
File method is called, an input dialog box will pop up, prompting the user to enter the name of the file to read. If the user has typed anything, the program will check to see if it can find the file. If the file cannot be found, a message dialog box will appear informing the user that the file could not be found. If the file was able to be located, then the program will read everything from the file and set the text in the text area to be the contents of the file. File method is called, a string variable of the name file name is initialized. It then copies the text from the text area into the file. If there is an error, instead of throwing an exception, a message dialog box will appear alerting the user that the file cannot be saved. The button listener class implements action listener. In the button listener class, the action performed method takes an action event as a parameter. The event is then evaluated for its source. If the source is the new button, the clear pad method is called. If the source is the load button, then the open file method is called. If the source is the save button, then the save file method is called. Lastly, if the source is the quit button, then the program evaluates the text area. If the text area is empty, then the program ends and the notepad is closed. If the text area is not empty, then the exit file method is called.
Hey, what's up everybody, it's Saf, and I'll be showing y'all the last two methods in our Notepad panel, and also giving a little demo of the code itself and seeing how the graphic user interface works. Here we can see is our clear pad method, which will be called upon when we press the run button, and it will set the text box to an empty string, clearing the pad. Next we have is our exit file method, and we'll be using it to basically exit the application. What first will happen is a dialog box will pop up asking the user if they would like to save. They say yes, it will save and then close the application. Otherwise, it'll just close the application. So let's look at the GUI itself. Here we go. Now we can type in anything we want, such as GUI is very fun. And since GUI really isn't that fun, let's just press the new button right here and clear our pad. Now we can type in Fortnite is a lot more fun than GUI. Oh, there's a little typo. Okay, now we can save our file, clear our pad again, type in our hardcode file name, and there it is. Now I'd like to show you our last feature on this is our quit button. So let's type in Batman has no superpowers, LOL. And on our way to quit, if you press yes, it'll save it and then close the application. So next time we run the application, when we want to load up our file, hardcode.txt, there we go, our last file. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.